Fire ignites passion and creativity. Free your imagination with the slim, sleek, and beautiful new Huawei P8.
Dr. Robert Daniel is a specialist ophthalmologist, and you're probably wondering why I'm wearing these glasses. These glasses are called the SleepSpec glasses, and they're quite interesting because as I look through the camera, there's like an orange haze to it. But it's all about sleeping, and it's all about that blue light that prevents you from sleeping or doesn't give you a perfect night's sleep that's around us. And it's on your cell phone, it's on the TV. Doc, good evening to you. You've developed these glasses. Just give us the history. How did you come to develop something like this?
Well, essentially my life is about the eye and the brain and how they all work together, and part of my professional reading and development, I came across some interesting research which showed that we discovered an extra cell inside the retina, and that cell reads specifically blue light. And that cell is wired from the retina into the part of your brain that sets your sleep-wake patterns. And with various parts of the research, we worked out that by cutting out that blue light, we could simulate the natural rhythms that we experienced before we had all the electric lighting and the technology.
And they're called the circadian rhythms, is it?
Circadian rhythms.
Circadian rhythms.
Circ
okay.
means around and adian means day, so around one day.
Okay.
So if you think of the sun rising and setting, go back to caveman times.
Yes.
We didn't have any sources of light. In fact, fire doesn't really push out much blue light, it's predominantly orange. So right up until the beginning of this century, we didn't have much blue light available to us once the sun went down. And because of that, our circadian rhythm was naturally set, and as the days grow shorter or longer with winter and summer, our sleep patterns adjusted a little bit each day. But now, because of our technology, pretty much the last thing you do every night is you look at your smartphone to either set the alarm or read an email.
Yes.
And what happens is that blue light via these cells switches off the production of melatonin. Now, melatonin is the sleep hormone.
That's right.
And you actually need melatonin to not only clear toxins from your brain, but it's the most powerful antioxidant in our bodies. So it's necessary for a whole lot of other processes, including weight gain, mood, water balance. There's so many other parts of our physiology which are controlled by this 24-hour cycle. The trouble is that there's a chemical cascade. So what we mean by that is, if you think of a row of dominoes, one will set off the other and the chain reaction happens. Now that chemical cascade takes 2 hours. So once you've perceived blue light with your eye, you cannot make melatonin naturally in your brain, in the pineal gland in your brain, for 2 hours. So what we did here was we specifically designed the lens to cut out anything below 500 nanometers, which in the rainbow we measure the different colors in wavelengths.
Okay.
So blue is the shorter wavelengths, and we made sure that it let through the rest of the rainbow, but just cut out the blue.
Okay, so this is what they do, you just cut out the blue, right? Is this why we've got the orange haze? Now, has this been done anywhere else in the world?
It does exist in the scientific literature, but no one has actually done a specific lens to cut out the particular blue light and nothing else.
Okay, so I'll give you a typical scenario. Let's say I go to bed at 8 o'clock at night, right? When do I put these on?
At 6 o'clock, so in other words, 2 hours before.
6 o'clock, and no use of cell phones, or
no,
you can use them.
That's the whole purpose.
Because if I look through here and I look into the tablet, I should be able to see, and I can see everything perfectly. Okay, it's a bit orange and everything, but you get used to it.
Yeah.
So you're saying now, by me having this on, it's already starting to get my brain into that mode by blocking the blue light, and then hopefully I'll be able to. So somebody that might say to you, Doc, say, hey, listen, what is this? This is very gimmicky stuff. I fall asleep naturally, but you might be falling asleep naturally, but are you getting true replenishing sleep is the issue here.
Yes, that's a very important observation. we're sleeping at least 2 or 3 hours less than what we slept on average 100 years ago. An adult person needs between 7 and 8 hours minimum per night in order to clear the toxins from their brains, or from our brains rather.
Okay.
The studies are quite clear that people who sleep less are at high risk for dementia.
Where does somebody get these glasses from, and can you get them in a prescription lens as well?
Yes, we have another version where...
Those look like Bono's glasses.
Where we actually can insert the prescription into the actual lens holder here, and then your natural glasses prescription would go in there, and then you have the same thing.
Okay, that's fantastic. And all right, there we go. Okay, fantastic. And where do you get these? Where do you get information on these? On your website?
We have a website. It's just sleepspec.co.za.
Okay.
And you can order them on the website.
Can you wear them while you're making love?
You could, but definitely not while you're driving. You may fall asleep.
Thank you so much.